September, with a dark, hungry look in his eye. And everyone still remembers how he drank till the whiskey ran dry. And the barman asked, "What should we call you? There's not many new faces come near." And the stranger glanced up from his glass with a grin, and he said, "Your new sheriff is here." His hat was crooked and battered, come to think of it, so was his face. But that star-shaped pin on his black denim vest, well, it didn't look too out of place. And the barmaid piped up from the back of the room, "Didn't we just see the sheriff this morning?" He looked across the saloon, said, "A storm's blowing through, and it looks like he took off without warning." Sun and moon up above, earth down below, spinning like hands on a clock. The river keeps flowing and we keep on going, just waiting for the devil to knock. Well, the townspeople, they started searching the station for their lawman friend, but his office was recently emptied, and the new sheriff's things had moved in. So they all turned to leave, he could do as he pleased, though it seemed he don't please to do much, except suck on a cigar, and he'd haunt the bar and the graveyard out west of the church. He paid no other mind to the lives of the townsfolk, who mostly stayed out of his way. But he'd stand in that graveyard most afternoons, staring at a stone with no name. But one night I dared to sit with him and drink till the moon had high risen. He said, "Son, you got spunk, and I'm feeling drunk, so I'll tell you a tale if you'll listen."
Long years ago, back when I was a colt, I knew a cowboy named Sawyer and a horse hand named Jack. And the town they called home was a town like your own, but one never left and one never came back. You see, they was both poor and they couldn't afford the life they knew they wanted to have. A ranch south of Austin with a view you'd get lost in, some trees and a breeze, don't seem too much to ask. So Sawyer, he thought up a plan one summer to get rich and then run away. They saddled their horses and plotted their courses to the bank down the end of the lane. The kid at the counter asked, "How can I help ya?" And you see, they didn't exactly have an account, but Jack brandished his gun and said, "If it's the same to you, son, we'll be taking the full amount." But the sheriff walked in through the doorway and greeted the robbers he found. Put a hand on his holster, said, "Don't come no closer. You see, I'm the law in this town." The shot hung in the air like whiskey hangs in your throat, and Sawyer never turned to look back. But tears fell like rain as he rode down the lane, and that was the last time he ever saw Jack. Sun and moon up above, earth down below, spinning like wheels on a wagon. The horses got saddles, the snakes got their rattles, we've all got a weight that we're dragging.
Once he'd finished his story, he pushed the bottle towards me so that I might taste of its flavor. After I'd had my sip, he put it back to his lip, looking like it weren't whiskey he wanted to savor. And I followed him home to his bed that night, though it was a tight fit for two. And we danced till the stars had rolled into the west and got drunk on each other like booze. I woke up alone in his bed the next morning as the state police rode into town. There's a price on his head, wanted alive or dead, but the man was nowhere to be found. And neither was the old sheriff or the gold from his vault, of which I hear there'd been a stack. But on that unmarked stone in the back of the graveyard, someone had chiseled out Jack. Sun and moon up above, earth down below, spinning like wind across the prairie. The birds keep to their trees, the fish keep to the streams, we've all got our secrets we carry. But he left behind a letter with my name sitting on the sheets to my left, with some old cowboy song about how the sun spins in the kerchief he wore around his neck. And I ain't never been much of a gambling man, and though I don't think of him often, I bet he's doing well and he's giving up hell on a little ranch down south of Austin. earth down below, spinning like partners in a dance. A cowboy's gotta roam, but it don't compare to home. We're all looking for somewhere to land.